How you doing? Welcome to another week of the Bentley Portrait Show. Today I'm going to do a portrait of a puppy here. What I'm going to be doing is in pastel. I'm using Canson paper, soft pastels, hard pastels, and that's pretty much it. Make sure if you're doing pastel, you want to use a paper that has some type of tooth to it. You don't want to use something that's too smooth where everything will kind of fall down from it. So it's best to use pastel paper, watercolor paper, sandpaper, something like that, or velour or something like that. But that's it. Again, thanks for watching my show. If you'd like to reach me or leave any comments, you can visit my website, which is KevinBentleyPortraits.com, and you can also message me there. But without further ado, we will get to the portrait. And as you can see here in the portrait, the photograph of the dog here, it's not really too many colors. Basically just some white, black patches, and then brown. Some of it's kind of light, and some of it almost has an orange tint to it, and a little pink around his nose there. And really, that's pretty much it. The important thing I think that, as far as bringing this dog out, will be one is to make it look like it's fur, and two, get the eyes kind of good there and the expression over the eyes there. That's really what's going to kind of bring it out, is to get the eyes in. That's it. We'll get on with the portrait. Now, as you can see, what I'm doing is I start out with the lightest areas first, and from the photograph on this beagle, the lightest area is around the nose, under the chest there, the belly, and on the legs. And in the white, there's a little bit of pink, which I guess may be for the skin there. And that's it. So what I'm doing now is layering in the lightest areas. Then I'll gradually go dark. And again, what I'm doing it on is Canson paper, which is pastel paper. It's best to use that because it has a bit of a texture to it, and it makes it easier to apply the pastels, and it doesn't you don't lose as much pastel due to it falling and so forth. But basically, again, I work from very light and gradually go darker. So now what I'm doing is I'm going in where I see the brown areas at, and just to kind of get a feel as far as where I'm gonna go. I'll add in different colors as I go, but this is just kind of preliminary starting out. Again, you're watching the Bentley Portrait Show here on Channel 19. Be sure to visit my website, which is BentleyPortraits.com. Here I am now. I'm working on the ears, and right now it's kind of rough going. I still haven't really decided how I'm going to do the background as far as what colors I'm going to use or anything like that. And I kind of figure that out as I get to going. The best thing to do pets on, especially if you're doing pastel, is on velour, because it's kind of like a suede, but it makes fur look wonderful. I just happened to have any when I was doing this particular portrait here, but velour is very, very good to do animals on, because it makes their fur look very, very soft. Now, as I shape this, what I do is I move my fingers in an outward direction here along his chest. I'm working away from the center, because that's kind of the way that the fur grows. And so when you're doing dog or cat or something like that, as you blend it, you want to kind of blend in the direction of the fur, so that way you, as you look at it, your eyes will kind of follow the fur pattern. So I think what I'll do here is I'll go in, I think, and go in a little darker, just to kind of get a gradual idea of where the shadowing is gonna be, where the darker part of his fur will be, which you can see there is kind of over the brow, but over the top of this beagle's eye, there's a black striped patch that goes toward the center of his head, and that's kind of what I'm putting in there as the fold of his skin as it is on the side of his face, and gradually going darker here as well. As you can see here, I've slowly started to establish where some of the dark areas are going to be, and also where the highlighted areas are going to be. Now what'll help more is as I start to put the eye in, now it's starting to look more like a dog. Put a couple of highlights in. So now as I start to blend it more, it'll slowly start to come together. And you can see there where I've added in some pink there on the underbelly and the inner shoulder blades of the dog. And I'm not rubbing it very hard. I'm blending very softly with the tip of my fingers. I don't really use a blending tool on this kind of paper, but if I was doing it on sandpaper or Velar or something like that, I would. But with the pastel, if you have on an if you're, how can I say this? If you're putting pastel on top of a layer of pastel, it blends easier. So that's one of the reasons why I go in with a very light color, so I have something to lay on top of that, and everything will blend smoothly. And again, I'm just gradually going darker. Then I get to the point where I have my darkest darks in, and then I just go very lightly over the top as far as highlights and things of that nature. Now me personally, I grew up primarily doing people. I didn't really do too many animals, so I'm just now really kind of delving into doing animals and things like that. I did one of my previous shows. I did a a dog, and I've done some for a few people, but I'm still kind of working on getting really good at it. Now what I've done so far is basically just kind of put down the kind of underlying colors or tones, whatever. Now, as you know, with dogs, their fur goes in a certain direction. Now, you're not going to be able to draw every single strand of fur. So what you'll do is you'll give hints of fur. And that takes a little time, which I probably won't have much time to do in this video. But that's kind of how you'll do it. What I'll do here, like these little areas here, I'll just kind of see how right now they're kind of rough. You can kind of see the lines. But as I blend it, I'll blend it kind of in a direction that the fur goes, kind of. And that'll also kind of give the idea of fur. But for a little more detail, I will over the top of this go in and put in a few strands here and there, just so you can kind of tell it's fur. Right now, as I blend it, it's kind of smoothing it out, which makes it kind of not look like fur. So you want it to look like fur, so you have to go in and put in a few individual strands of fur. Fur. Like there, and like here, I'll probably throw in a few individuals. Like right here. In fact, let me zoom in on that. Okay. So say like here. Hold on, I don't know if you can pick that up or not. So like I said, I won't have time to do the whole thing on this show, but you kind of get the idea. Put in a few strings here and there, and as you do that, it starts to fill it out some. See, like here. Darker here, and one of the reasons I need to go darker is because I have this light source here of this fur, so I need to darken that up some. Once I darken that up some, that'll make that white stand out a little more. I think what I'm going to do is go just a little darker here. A little darker here. here, hope you can see that. What I do here, I do like that. So I can see like right there where it's darker on the corner of the eye there. So darken that some. But it's all a work in progress. I think you get the kind of general idea. What I'm doing. Once again, there is blue that is that you can see that I put into the fur there. That's just so that it'll harmonize with the rest of the background. And also, if I just used black and dark brown in these shaded areas, it will look kind of harsh. So adding a little bit of blue in some of those areas kind of cools it some and kind of makes it not look as harsh. And you always want to make your background kind of harmonize with your foreground, which in this portrait the foreground is the dog. So that will make everything overall harmonize as far as the eye is concerned. And again, I'm blending very lightly, not pressing very hard, just feather touches, and kind of blending in the direction of the fur from the chest outward, blending outward from the inner chest outward. And in the fur, I'll put a little bit of blue, probably a little bit of green that you see in the background there. And that's how it kind of all comes together. Again, you watch the Bentley Portrait Show here on channel 19. I hope you're enjoying this tutorial. Again, if you have any questions or anything like that, just give me a call. The reason I used blue and green in the background was I want it to be kind of a sunny day type of feel, I guess, as far as the background's concerned. At this particular point in the portrait, I haven't really decided exactly what colors I'm going to use. Here I'm putting some white over the right side of his head there. Generally what I try and do is I try and have one side sort of where the highlight is, the other side is kind of where the shadow is going to fall. And I try to contrast the light area against a dark background. So in the area where the fur is probably dark around the edges is where I'll go lighter, just so there'll be a bit of contrast. Just as right here down at the bottom of the dog's leg there, see where it's white, I'll probably go in with a brown to go against that white part of the dog's fur, just to give it a little bit of contrast and depth. But this portrait's almost at its end here. It's a close-up of it as a done product, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Well, that's this week's portrait. I hope you enjoyed the drawing of the puppy here. And again, thanks for watching. Be sure and check out future shows as I put them on, and I hope to see you then. But again, if you have any questions, you can feel free to visit my web page at bentleysportraits.com, and also respond if you have any questions or comments or anything like that. But that's it for this week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.